Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I make my heart pendant. It's a lovely little pendant on a smallish cabochon and it looks very effective. Let's begin. Your materials that you'll need are 4 by 25 centimeters copper wire and 1 2 centimeter cabochon stone. Tape your 4 wires together, leaving a gap because you want quite a gappy weave here. It mustn't be close together. To weave, use the 0.3 millimeter thin copper wire and do 2 wraps per wire, and it's going to make a V shape. So it's 2 wraps around the first wire, 2 around the second, 2 around the third, and 2 around the fourth. Then you're going to repeat that going backwards, and it will be then 4, 3, 2, 1, and back to the beginning. As you weave, just keep compressing your wires so that they look nice and neat. Remember to keep the gaps. You want this to be a loose looking weave, but at the same time it must be nicely held together. This is a simple little weave, and it's just the 2 wraps around 1, 2 around 2, 2 around 3, and 2 around 4. And then you're going to reverse back down to row 1. Once you've completed your weaving, slide it along the wires to make sure that the woven area is right in the middle of the wires. And then you can stretch out your weaving a little bit as well. Now we're going to choose our stone, and I have this sweet little Sodalite here. I'm going to cut that little fitting off the top of the stone. I just love all the colors in my little box of stones. It looks so gorgeous to me. The next step is to bend the woven area up in the shape of the stone and to more or less bring it all together in that shape, that oval shape. At this stage, just sort out your wires. You will have 2 in the front, let them cross over. You'll have 2 at the back, also let them just cross over each other. These are going to be twisted and eventually become the bail. And then you have 2 on each side in the middle, which are going to be the twist which forms the heart shape on the side of the stone. Now fit your stone right into the middle of all the woven wires so that it's not too close to the front and not too close to the back. Carefully now bend and squeeze in those wires so that the woven area actually concertinas up in the front and holds its shape in the middle, and then up at the back as well. So it's molding around the stone. And just squeeze it and gently help it into that shape. So now you have squeezed in the wires to fit around the stone, and the front and the back wires cross over each other. And now we're going to twist those 2 front wires about 3 times. That should set them and that will become part of the bale. So you are twisting the two front wires that cross over each other, and then turn it around and do the same thing with the two at the back. Just take them in your fingers or use pliers and give it a nice neat twist, so they are a mirror image of the two in the front. There they are, twisted in the front and twisted at the back. Now you're going to take those two in the middle on each side and just twist them by hand. You can use a drill if you want to, but this is fine. The copper wire is not too hard. Twist them almost to the ends of the wires. Leave about a centimeter free. Squeeze your bale wires, those two twisted wires, together. Now the fun begins. You're going to take those twisted wires, and the twist on each side is bent into a pretty shape as an outer frame for the stone, and just to make it look pretty. Bend it into a pleasing shape, and then you're going to take the tail. One tail is cut off and the other one is curled in under the wires of the woven frame. So there I've taken it into the second from the front and curled it around twice. I'm just cutting off that wire that's in the way, and then the curled wire goes round twice. Make sure your tail end looks neat and even, because you're going to have to do it with the other side as well. This one has two wraps around the wire. Now we are taking the other twist on the other side and bending it down to meet at the bottom of the stone, and also make sure that this is a mirror image of the other one. And again, you're going to trim one end and bend the other one in just as you did before, and make sure that the two wraps at the bottom match each other. Take your anvil and just give the little heart shape, the outer twist, a bit of a flare. It looks pretty and it brings out that pretty shape of the twist. It's looking good. Take a 30 centimeter length of 0.3 millimeter wire and just wrap it around those four wires, which are going to be your bale. It looks pretty. Just build up the wire into a nice little V shape and make sure that your bale wires are nice and well aligned. And then to finish that wire off, just wrap it around twice and cut it and smooth off the cut. Now I'm going to use my bail pliers, and just to get a nice even curl over to the backwards, using it with the flat side, I'm bending those wires, go over towards the back, put them in nice and evenly. There they go. And you're going to just squeeze in the wires to fit at the back. It's looking good, isn't it? Now all we have to do is to finish off those little wires at the back, snip the ends, they're a little bit long, and curl them up to look pretty. I just want to show you, I have made another one as well with a lovely, I think it's a picture jasper. I'm actually not absolutely sure. But I wanted to show you at the end of this video the other one that I made. And it's a little bit different, and I want to show you the variations that you can make with a pendant like this. So that one's looking good, and here is the other one that I made. You can see that I have woven that bail and put a tiny little bead in to add a little bit of shine, and then on the back I have used 2 wires and just bent them down in a pretty shape and into under the top wire of the frame, just to curl it in and look a little bit different. So you have different ways to finish off a pendant. Take care of yourselves. You are very special. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.